Okay, friends, so much cooking going down, so much ground beef looking at me, so much tuna, salmon, crab, veggies, full whiteboard. We're gonna do it. We are doing mega meal prep and large family freezer cooking. It's going down, getting stuff in this freezer. I'll tell you about all my high hopes here in a minute. Thank you to ctcmath.com for sponsoring today's video. Go to ctcmath.com/LFT to save a huge amount on math for your kiddos. It's like having your own math teacher in your house. Super helpful, tons of reporting, tons of materials. I'm going to show you all about it later on in this video, but go to ctcmath.com/LFT and find out all about it. Jamerrill, how do you get this food done? How do you do these videos? Well, it's 6 o'clock now. I don't know. Will we get done at 9? Will we get done at 10? Who knows? Will this take one evening, or will I end up like losing my steam and it taking 4? Your guess is as good as mine. We can take bets now. How's this gonna go? So let me tell you my plan. I got my whiteboard here, just all kinds of filled out, and my marker. And I got all this food in front of me. So what we're dealing with, is a few days ago I set out some ground beef to defrost, and I thought I'll do a video and do some more slow cooker meatloaves. It's grown. So now I'm going to do all kinds of things this evening. And again, your guess is as good as mine. Let's see how this goes. So I have a total of 35 pounds of ground beef here looking at me. Now, 10 of this ground beef is not going to go for the main ground beef recipe. You following me already? 25 pounds of the ground beef is going to make us about, and you know, my recipes are a little sliding scale there. Depends on how big you need to make them. 25 pounds, we're gonna make about 8 3-pound slow cooker meatloaves. These will be slow cooker freezer meals, and we'll use them. We love meatloaf. It's been a while since I've had a little stash of them in the freezer. By the way, if you're new here, we are about to be a family of 11. Baby number 9 is due here in a few weeks, and I gotta work on my freezer stash. Now, I love having stashes of freezer meals. I've had some slow cooker freezer meals ready, but I've been slacking on my freezer meal department, and you know I'm all about big family freezer cooking. So getting back to my roots, we're gonna do 8 3-pound slow cooker meatloaves. Then also looking at me, we're gonna do tuna cakes, salmon cakes, and crab cakes. Now, I've never actually done crab cakes for the freezer. You can, and I'm gonna do them just like I do my tuna cakes and my salmon cakes. Then what else are we doing? Then I have a whole bunch of veggies. I want to do some veggie prep, like just veggie prep for the week type stuff. But we're also going to prep a bunch of veggies to shove into all these meatloaves, tuna cakes, crab cakes, and salmon cakes. And then more hopes and dreams. I would like to do at least a triple batch of the Healthy Mama Trimtastic Cake. And if you saw in my recent grocery haul, I got 12 cans of pumpkin. The recipe from the Healthy Mama books, you can go on Amazon to find those, or trimhealthymama.com if you're interested. Lots of you have asked me for the recipe, but their recipe, they use zucchini, or you can swap out pumpkin. And I like things being as easy as possible. Yes, I do. So I've been using pumpkin with it because I'm all about the Trimtastic Cake, and I'm all about opening the pumpkin instead of grating the zucchini. Although tonight, for our meatloaves and all of our cakes, all of our tuna cakes, salmon cakes, crab cakes, I'll be grating zucchini. But for the Trimtastic Cake, I'm just opening pumpkin. I've been using the 29-ounce cans, which actually gives me like 3.5 times the recipe. So when I did it earlier last week, I have a problem with this cake right now, but it's a healthy cake, so it's okay. I did 2 dozen cupcakes. Gone real quick, fast, quick, and in a hurry. That basically gave every kid 2 to 3 healthy cupcakes, okay? And then I did 1 like cake in a pan. So I want to do that. And then I want to do a recipe that's in their new cookbook. Daniel, run over for me. Get me the cookbook with the lady in the pretty white jumper and the brown hair. Yes, right there. Bring it on over. Daniel's my assistant. Here, come here. Put it in my hand. He's coming this way. Okay, it's almost Amelia's birthday. Daniel made his appearance. So anyway, all of these recipes I'm doing are not from Trim Healthy Future, but I got Trim Healthy Future and this beautiful girl on front. My name's Jamerrill. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Anyway, girlfriend has a carrot cake recipe in here that's also Trim Healthy Mama-ified. And I wanted to do basically a triple batch of that. The deal with the triple batches is, you know, I cook for leftovers, right? And I'm hoping to start getting some of these in the freezer as well. I have heard from other ladies doing THM that these cakes are freezer friendly. I just haven't tested them myself. So if you want the cake recipes, we're going to, Lord willing, we're going to get to by the end of this video. It's just gonna be a few hours, it's gonna be great. The carrot cake is in this one. And then the Trimtastic cake. Hey Daniel, run me the book with the blue butterfly. And then you can think of another fun fact to tell our friends. Yes, run it on over. They've been crafting a lot after school today and during school, so like the whole dining room area is the Trimtastic recipes here. Dining room area is a mess. What you want to say, honey? You got Marshall?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's all you, Daniel. What you think?
I love cake.
You love cake.
Cookies.
And you love cookies.
I love pizza.
These are all good things. Now, the cupcakes Mommy made earlier this week, did you like those? They were good. And they had pumpkin in it. They were good for you. They had no sugar. So, yeah, very good. I love it. So a lot of you have been asking me about the THM desserts that you normally buy all that pumpkin for. These are the books they're in. This is like a starter book that has 50 recipes if you're just getting going again. And so if you're getting going, I feel like this is now becoming a THM video, and I apologize because not all of you do it, and that's fine. You don't have to. Anyway, the recipes that I'm doing would be Trim Healthy Mama friendly. And if you're not doing Trim Healthy Mama, if you're doing low carb or keto or just feeding your family and stuff in your face, these all count. So there you go. So the whole lot of plan. Oh, and this is just one of those times where it's like you think you can do these things, Nemo, and you just can't. But I think I can. I have 3 different days on my gentle freezer cooking challenge that I'm doing with my private large family table community. And on one day, we're doing beef meals. We're doing Italian peppered beef roast. And we're doing hearty hamburger patties. That's what the other 10 pounds here is for the hamburger patties. I don't know if I said pouties or patties. And then the roast are outside in my refrigerator I can grab. And then on another day, we're doing easy French toast sticks. And then we're doing protein bites. So I'm also thinking I'm gonna do all that. We'll compare at the end. Okay, so for the whole lot slow cooker meatloaves, and these recipes will be linked below. All my recipes are over on largefamilytable.com, except for the cake recipes that I'm hoping to finally get in the freezer. And I made the triple batch last week, and I let my family just we ate it over a few days because, yeah, I was introducing them to it and they all loved it. So for the meatloaves that are coming here around the bend, 25 pounds of hamburger, 25 eggs, 25 cups of oats, and as many veggies as we can chop up and shove within that. I've got some mushrooms. Now it was like 10 cents more a package to get sliced mushrooms. I'm actually gonna slice these down a little more, but I'm okay with that. I got some matchstick carrots because, you know, I just 3rd trimester pregnant. Where will my energy level be? Now, honestly, today, here's why I'm a little extra peppy and it's evening. I sat a big part of the day on my favorite spot on my couch, read my book some, helped kiddos, did math problems, did reading lessons, all from the couch with my feet up. Got a little computer work done, you know, little odds and ends stuff. So doing stuff now, but I've saved my energy for this. So because I don't know where on the sliding scale my energy will be, I got shredded carrots all ready to make the Trim Healthy Mama carrot cake. I have 2 small squashes that need to be used. And I've got 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 6 green peppers, 3 colored peppers, 9 total that need to be used. A couple onions. So for these veggies, I was just going to chop them up. And you know, I like chopping by hand. I'm going to chop them up, and then I'm going to use those to shove into meatloaves and tuna cakes, salmon cakes, crab cakes. Now this crab meat I got for some recipes I was working on in the fall and winter, different crab-based recipes, and I needed the lump crab meat, which is refrigerated at Walmart. One of my orders when I was working through that recipe just replaced it with this crab meat, and I thought, you know what, I can do crab cakes with that, and several of us like that, so just going to be a little different, but I'm going to keep my recipe the same. So I will do the number breakdowns for you for the tuna cakes and the salmon cakes. The meatloaves are going to be raw and just go in freezer bags and in the freezer. But the tuna cakes, salmon cakes, and crab cakes, I'm actually going to go ahead and cook up. And we will be having a sampling of those for dinner this evening. Just don't have, I guess I could get a meatloaf in the oven, but I'm thinking more slow cooker. For these 3-pound meatloaves, I just put them in the slow cooker on about 3.5, 4 hours on high. Those work out fantastic. What else can I tell you? Oh, you can also do meatloaf in the Instant Pot. And I do have some recipes over on largefamilytable.com doing that. And what's neat with the Instant Pot, you know, you can layer different vegetables underneath it and such. So, okay, Jamerrill, quit running your mouth. Let's get cooking. Here's everything that's washed that we're going to chop up. Plus we got our onions and then carrots. I need to look at my carrot cake recipe, #priorities, and see how many cups of carrots I need for that. I also have a 5-pound bag out in the refrigerator that we could shred. Thought I had some zucchinis available, but I think I paused the video and had a popcorn snack. I'm just gonna crunch on popcorn now. I think I used that zucchini in some soup the other day, so I do not have any more available. Animals will get all kinds of veggie scraps tomorrow. Okay, friends, things are gonna get really serious because I'm not gonna play around. I'm gonna get out the old faithful 30-quart mixing bowl and just move a few things around here. You can see I've got a lot of veggies chopped in here. I went ahead and put, these are 10-ounce bags, so I might as well just say like the equivalent of about not quite a cup and a half or so of shredded carrots. Then I also have some mushrooms. Now I did want to chop those down just a little bit, so let me just do that real quick. And yes, I paid 10 cents more for sliced mushrooms, and I'm like, no, I'm going to slice them down smaller. But that's because I want to push them into tuna cakes, salmon cakes, crab cakes, and such. So I'm just going to go over these again here. And of course, they're going to cook down. I also have some spinach that I'm also thinking of doing a few handfuls. Just, again, we're making veggie burgers. This is me also stretching my back. I'm good, not hurting. I sat for a while doing these vegetables, so now I'm like done some stretches down to touch my toes, and I need to stretch my back. I sat too long. Sitting is good, and Travis really wants me to take the cushioned office chair out here and sit in it, and I haven't yet, so that's what I get, huh? But I like sitting in my white chairs, so just hard-headed. So now I'm going to stand for a little bit. And just drop a few on the floor. I drop 3 slices, will be okay. Way too many mushrooms on my cutting board. I now have 6 slices on the floor, I'm sure. Just gonna fill this mixing bowl to the max too. I like it, I like it. Okay, now time for the big mixing bowl.
Almost the fish time.
Almost, honey. Daniel keeps asking me. He's really excited because I was telling him how in the cans of the salmon, a lot of times they have the bones in there. Right, Daniel? Go take them out and let him look at them. It's pretty cool. Now, some people, we've had big discussions about this over the years. And if you click through to my salmon cake recipe, you'll see I even have some of the chatter and such. Different ways that people have eaten it. But some people have shared that they would cook it and eat it with the bones in it. They crunch right up. No big deal. I've always removed them. You can always do that too. Folks just do it different ways. So let us know in the comments what you do with your salmon. And now I'm going to disappear for a minute. You'll still see the bows on my head to get my big bowl out. Many of you also ask where I keep my 30-quart mixing bowl. So here it is. Yes. And then, since it came right out, this is my next. So these are my like big family food cooking requirements right here, and I need to rinse this out. I also get asked how I wash it. I'll put it here or on this chair and use my sink hose there. Just spray it out for a minute. So, yeah. out. It's been a few months since I've used it. Trying to think. Well, I used it during when I did the mega batch cooking there with those breakfast freezer meals. When did we do that? I think we did that in November or late October. Probably November, huh? Now I am thinking. Oh, pretty sure it was October. Might not have come out till November. Anyway, and we went through those meals. I mean, they're gone. Okay. And then I can just turn my hose on and spray it out with the stick too. Okay, so I realized I put about 5 pounds too much in my big mixing bowl. This is part of my Where's the Beef recipes of my Gentle Freezer Cooking Challenge, and this is the other 5 pounds, so I'm going to see if I can just slip these in this refrigerator, because we'll get to these here, hopefully. And there's some spinach I have that I think I'm gonna shove into things. So in my slow cooker meatloaf recipe over on the blog, it was originally, when I shared it, see, I'll give all my parameters, I made 2 meatloaves. I was showing my one for now, one for later method where I made a meatloaf for dinner that night, and then I got a meatloaf in the freezer for later. Of course, I'm super mega-ing my meatloaf now, and the way that I did it originally is basically for every pound, I used a cup of old-fashioned oats and I used an egg. And then again, just shoved in however many. With that recipe, I have it reads 4 to 6 cups of vegetables thrown in, and we've got an overflowing, got an overflowing bowl this time, but this, like I said, is also gonna go, ooh, almost lost that off the counter, towards the tuna cakes and such. Anyway, 25 pounds of hamburger, I'm gonna crack 25 eggs, 25 cups of oatmeal, and then at least half, I would say, of these vegetables shoved in here and get these meatloaves done. We're gonna do some seasonings too. Okay, just telling you what I'm doing here. Gonna have some kids run for some oatmeal for me. Hey, Gabriel. See this, honey? I've got this in the hall pantry closet there. Let me think for a minute. 5, 10.
There's one right there.
That one's half full, and I've been using that for baking. So let me do my math for a minute. There's about 5 1/4 cups for each of these. I'm just going to say 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I need 3 more of these.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay, that way I don't have to measure out all my different little cups. See him there, Gabriel?
Only one.
Okay, I'll have to let me go check my oatmeal. Okay, hold still, man, honey. Crisis averted. Now I also have pork rinds. I've got recipes on the blog for doing meatloaf with pork rinds and such. Okay, 1. It's like oatmeal math. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is what I needed, and I have enough left for the other thing. If you do not want to use old-fashioned oats, which you do not have to, you can crush up pork rinds and use those as well for a binder. And that definitely keeps things even more so on the low carb and keto end. Okay, I don't know why. It's like I'm doing Russian nesting dolls or whatever here. Am I good? This one was cracked a little bit, but I'm gonna go for it. Still eyeballing it. Okay. Before I mix in these last 10 cups, and of course we are slightly over. I'm looking at that, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know why I'm doing that. I want to mix this up and eyeball adding in these other 10 cups. I know what my original recipe was. I've done this before, but I want to double check. Okay, let me go ahead and get a bunch of spices out too. Okay. Now I need another thing of salt, so I can just dump it in, but I've got my grinder here. And again, my original recipe listed the spices and gave approximates, but I'm totally gonna eyeball this pepper, okay? Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Yes. All the pepper. This Italian seasoning. Well, the whole thing was not quite an ounce. I'm trying to think how many. This might be, I'm thinking 1/4 of a cup. Now I feel like I want to tell you. Okay, well here's 1/3 of a cup. Let's see how far we get. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking close to 1/4 of a cup, but that went over 1/3, so we'll be okay. Then I'm gonna do what is left of this onion powder. Oh yes, I am. Then I'm going to do some generous shakes of thyme. And then I'm gonna do some generous shakes of parsley, because when I go to get my hands in this, you know, I'm committed. What else am I doing? I guess I'm gonna twist some salt in this, but I need my bigger dumpling salt. And minced garlic. Let's get that out too. I'm just going to dump some minced garlic in here. Again, go for 1/4 of a cup. You'll be okay. So now we're going to be really committed. All right, friends, so just climbing up to only one step on my step ladder. Gonna get real committed to this meatloaf here. part of what's happening here. Yeah, exactly. Standing on my head with meatloaf. This meatloaf, this ground beef, was in rolls. So the rolls still need to be broken up. And that's the business we are about. Okay, eyeballing the oatmeal that we have in here. I think that's going to be just fine. So we'll go ahead and call that at 16 cups. Really, it was 5 3/4. Pretty close. We'll see how it looks once we get the veggies in here. So I tell you, some recipes, it's not just the simple as quadrupling it. As things change, as you make the recipe bigger, they just do. Okay, full body workout. I'm gonna start getting some veggies in here in a minute. I am out of breath. We're working hard here. I just know there'll be some comments. You sound out of breath. Yeah, I'm out of breath right now. But it's okay. We're working with 25 pounds of dead cow here. Getting a little serious around here. We're in serious need of dinner. I've just got a mess everywhere with my little section of counter, and I don't know how this is going. So I'm gonna go ahead just in like a 9 by 13 casserole dish and get a meatloaf in the oven, and probably a pan of golden potatoes, or I'm gonna boil water and do broccoli. What am I having for dinner? I don't know. Anyway, so let's focus on this. Get a big hunk of meatloaf here and get it in this pan, so at least the dinner problem's solved. You know, in my head I thought, oh, I'll have all those tuna cakes and various cakes done. I just got done saying it, right? Only that really was a little bit ago. It's been a little bit now. Gotta adapt here. Okay. I'll show this to you. I gotta wash my hands. If we ever don't show it, I constantly wash my hands. It's the nurse and the mama in me. So I will wash my hands, and then I've got some sugar-free ketchup I'll put on top, and then I will put some tinted foil over it. Okay. So, and you can also do homemade sugar-free ketchup. I like the Easy Card too, and we'll buy it. Meatloaf. Okay, foil. You know what? I don't think I bought foil from when I ran out of foil in my last video. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how this works out. So let me just get this in the oven. Okay, yay, I had to go find a permanent marker. And I'm going to write on these now. And I date it for when I make it. And a common question is why I do that. And I do it, I don't know why I'm looking to see how to spell meatloaf. It's the tired mom phase. Now we're going to click into that mood swing, right? I do that just so I can keep track. So if it's April and I'm going through my freezer and I see one meatloaf left, which could be a possibility because we really like it, I'll know when I made it and know, okay, we need to use that this week. And if I find it in August, which I don't always have things that stick around that long, but sometimes there'll be a little something, then I'll definitely say, okay, that needs to go in the slow cooker this week. I am doing a good job of writing 21 on things though. Okay, so I just have a little cutting board pad on here. I'm going to eyeball this and shape my loaves approximately. Okay, one down. So this just proves I do take breaks. I rest. I got on clean pajamas and a fresh towel on my head, and I'm having a little bit of a rest time. We've had a great week. I've been getting the gentle freezer cooking and extra freezer meals done here and there, but Mama ain't doing much today, and that's okay. I do have one kiddo setting out all our snacky lunch choices on the counter. She's got fruit, she's got bread, I see PB&J, I see apples, I see grapes. I see a wide selection. So all the kiddos are going to do their own snacky lunch plates today. I am supervising. Liam's working on his math. Gabriel looks like he's doing Bible. Amelia, what subject did you just finish?
Bible.
She just finished Bible. I have two of the kids in the living room with Travis. Oldest kiddo is getting some school done in his room, and then I have another kiddo downstairs doing school. So we just got kids everywhere doing school time. Something that has helped us immensely in our homeschool this year, you know, we've been at it a long time. There's lots of different options and curriculum choices out there. And so many of my viewers are always asking me for good homeschool curriculum recommendations. And one of the components we've added in this school year that has helped us immensely with several of our core subjects is we've also added in various video-based learning. Now, 100% of our homeschool is not on video. Many families that I know, once they're juggling various ages and stages across the homeschool span there, add in various video component lessons, at least for some core subjects where a mama could use some extra help, right? If you got multiple ages and stages going on. So that's why today I wanted to share with you about CTC Math. Go to ctcmath.com/LFT and you can save 50% off on CTC Math's fantastic video-based curriculum. I know entire families who join. They have an entire family subscription plan where you can join, save 50%, and that subscription is 12 months, plus you get another 6 months free. It's a fantastic deal. So again, that is ctcmath.com/LFT. CTC Math also has single memberships that you can join, and you can do those monthly or annually. They also have the monthly family membership where you can put all your kids in, and they have that 12-month plan where you also get the additional 6 months free. CTC Math offers video tutorials and summaries, which make homeschool math at your house feel like, again, as a mama, we like all the help we can get. It's like you having an extra math teacher at your table helping your kiddos with math. CTC Math also offers worksheets and interactive questions based on the math tutorials and lessons your kiddos are currently working on. CTC Math also offers weekly revision sets, which are a great tool to consolidate learning and also help you catch any gaps that your kiddos might have. There is simple to set work, superb for catching up and extension activities. CTC Math also offers extensive reports, which is super valuable in monitoring your child's progress. Now they also offer, which is very nice, CTC Math offers a 12-month money-back guarantee. It's one of those nice no questions asked deals. If it does not work out well for you or your family, you simply contact CTC Math and they state that they will provide a full refund. So when you go to ctcmath.com/LFT, you'll see that ctcmath.com, again, /LFT, provides a whole lot less stress whenever it's math time for both you and your kiddos. Okay, friends, another day, another hat. Would you believe it? I'm sure you did. I was so hopeful last evening. We still got that 25 pounds of meatloaf mixed up. I mean, we did something, and I think I got about 4 meatloaves out of it. Plus, we had one for dinner. I just told a helper to bring me in some kitchen towels and washcloths because Mama is going to get messy. But hopes and dreams for today. Bag up the rest of these slow cooker meatloaves. We're starting with that. We got the veggies chopped, so I'm thinking doing the tuna cakes, salmon cakes, and crab cakes. I mean, right now it seems like it'll go quicker. We shall see. We shall see. Then after that, what do we have left? Then we have those Trim Healthy Mama cakes I wanted to do. And then some veggie prep. But I don't know. I'm holding that veggie prep loosely because I enjoy chopping. Takes me a little bit. We'll see how I feel. We will listen to the body, to the 3rd trimester pregnant with baby number 9 body. And right now I feel like I don't want to sit. So we'll just get done all we possibly can do standing. Got my arsenal of towels. Okay, 1 washcloth. I needed that. I think we're ready. I think we can do this. I've been puttering, kind of getting a few things in order here. Yeah, there's dishes back in my sink, but when we went to bed last night, there was no dishes. And actually, the dishwasher's been unloaded. But I figure we will wait to do dishes later, whenever we got a full load. We do not have a full load yet. Now, this whole countertop where I did all that meat prep and such last night, it's been deeply bleached and scrubbed. I'm just getting off some of the various activities of the day, and I still have my pile there. Oh, I also wanted to do some bulk egg salad. We'll see. This could go over 3 days. It could. But I'm gonna say I thought I had some bags ready. Also, the little extra stand on my tripod isn't working today, so you will not get any higher angles unless I can get that fixed. Now, I do need to, mom jewelry, need to, so I don't forget, put in my ring in my camera bag front pocket, and my watch I will set over here, because you know, things get serious when you're doing meatloaf. I was going through my recipes for the tuna cakes and salmon cakes. And again, I don't have a recipe up on the blog for the crab cakes, but I'm going to do them like the other. And so I think I said yesterday, I have to remember through all my lies and scandals, haha. I think I said yesterday we would cook them first and freeze them, and then I would just reheat them. We can do it that way. My recipes read to do the flash freezing. I haven't decided yet, actually, because I'm still obviously focusing on all this meatloaf. We'll see. I wish y'all could answer back, because by the time you watch this, it would have been decided. Maybe I'll cook some. Maybe I'll flash freeze some. Oh, but what I wanted to tell you about that, so when you flash freeze them, we would just put them uncooked on a baking sheet on some parchment paper, let them freeze. Then you can layer them in one of these gallon freezer bags, set them out to defrost, and when you need them, like if this wasn't a meal prep afternoon day 2, and I had these set out, I wouldn't need to go through mixing and making them. I would just get my griddles out or get my pans going, big collection over there, and just cook them from that point. If they had already been cooked, it would really just be a matter of warming them in the microwave, having them again. So any way you want to do it. So with this meatloaf, we will push it together. You shall bind together, meatloaf. And of course I am eyeballing it. We're hitting somewhere between the 2.5, 3 pound mark. And again, things don't have to be exact for me. I just eyeball how much it would take. Like that meatloaf last night, it was 1 9x13 pan. We had a few slices left. We also, I better be working while I'm talking, right? I've got no time to just chat. I gotta keep on going. Like the meatloaf last night, because I didn't think of it until later, because I thought I was also gonna do crab cakes and stuff, and that would be dinner. Whoop, back up on the stool. It's just easier for me to get this angle. I would have liked to have done like some golden potatoes or something with it, or have veggies chopped, etc., etc. So I gotta work with this just a little bit because everything's real cold here. I wanted to serve some different sides with it. My default to, which is not a bad thing to default to, of course, is just boiling some water, and we did 2 bags of buttered broccoli. I don't think there's any buttered broccoli left over either. So everyone had buttered broccoli, a couple slices of meatloaf. Kids also had butter bread. And there we go. That was dinner. But as far as the 9x13 pan needs, if I only serve 1 9x13 pan of something, I'm of course doing additional side items. Okay. Scoot my stool back and forth. That one looks a little smaller. Just gonna add some more to the top, but I gotta stand on my toes. The struggles of being a short girl, huh? Okay, and some little, it's not a perfect science with the veggies. Some little veggies are gonna fall off. I just usually pick them up and press them back into the meatloaf. Like that little mushroom there, it's still gonna fulfill its destiny here. And you will see me cooking these in upcoming large family meals of the week videos that I'm doing. That's good. I don't know if you all want to see me stand here and eat a banana, but it looks like that might be what happens. And now I can't talk with banana in my mouth. Jamerrill, clean this in better. So I cleaned this countertop off, got my bowl soaking, finished the meatloaves. I think we got 9 that are in the freezer, and then I'm counting last night's as 1. So let me take you outside. I can eat my banana while I walk you outside. And now my foot's asleep. I sat down, took a little break. And I'm thinking through, I got 40 minutes left on my time. I had things you don't see while I'm filming. I had a friend stop by, gave her some meals to take to another friend, a few little things happening. And a few little things happening here. So I'm trying to be realistic, Jamerrill, which is hard because, again, I was like, tonight, this afternoon. So I'm trying to look at this list. It's just looking right back at me. I think I'm going to make a go just for like the tuna cakes and just try to get those done. You think so? And that might look like we get everything mixed in the bowl. And again, save it, and tomorrow I deal with it. We'll see. I don't have gobs of hours of uninterrupted cooking time, which is obviously why I'm piecing it together. I was so hopeful last night, but Mama lost her steam. I'm just gonna keep saying that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is the little above the old faded refrigerator. This refrigerator came with the house. So I have the meatloaves in here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, yeah, 9. So 10 total out of that 25 pounds, which of course we're gonna say they probably all average out to about 2.5 pounds per meatloaf. That'll be fine. Most of them I'm gonna do like a steamed side type veggie with. And then once the tuna cakes, crab cakes, salmon cakes are packaged, I'm thinking many of them should fit here. And then we got a little room in this door. Gentling this down further and further on me. Goal in life, I'm just gonna get this tuna cake stuff prepped. I said that to you in the video, and now you can't hear me. Anyway, okay. I'm done banging stuff around. And this is obviously not my 30-quart bowl. It has been washed. It is put away. Glory. Anyway, I said it to you before I gave you my meatloaf in the freezer tour that I'm just gonna get the tuna cake mix mixed up. Sounds doable. Then when that's done, we'll see what, like with Narnia, we'll see what adventure awaits for us. But yes, let's do that. So a lot of times when I have done tuna cakes, it'll be whenever I've had like a 120 ounce can or so from Costco, or Walmart even has those bulk cans sometimes. This time I've just had some tuna that I've kind of has taken up residence. And I did the math on it, and it actually equals to be 120 ounces of tuna. So I thought, okay then, tuna cakes. So we're gonna go for it here, but I'm gonna have to open a lot of little cans. So a big can would have been convenient. Oh, the packaging. And so then it's, look at my recipe, 120 ounces of tuna drained, 4 cups of old-fashioned oats, 2 dozen eggs, tablespoon of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of parsley. I don't always shove veggies into the tuna cakes. I might try some and just see how it all works out. I have to shove these remaining veggies into something, right? And I was also looking today, when I gave some meals to go to a friend, I would like to take a day where I set up my camping tables. I've got 2, what are they? 22 cubic feet white freezers I've invested in over the years with all of my cooking and a whole lot of going on. I would like to set up my camping table. And I'm thinking of just pulling everything out. And I mean, it's cold outside. It's actually a pretty good time to do it. Not super cold today, but we're getting ready to have more snow. By the way, with all this tuna juice I'm gonna pour out, I'm gonna put in my chicken bowl, which currently has a head of lettuce that got away from us, a few pieces of cheese that got dropped, a slice of bread, looks like a speck of yogurt, and some Cheerios that also fell on the floor. So it's always a hodgepodge. Like in Charlotte's Web, when they had the, the slops for the hog. I've got all kinds of chicken scraps here. And we'll put something else in it that I'm sure will soak up the tuna juice. But anyway, I'd like to take the stuff out of my freezers and just do some reorganization. That's why with these meals, I'm just using the over-the-top freezer in my old refrigerator that came with this house. Okay, I'm getting it here. I might dream about opening tuna cans tonight. And Daniel really wants to see those salmon bones. I don't think it's going to be today either. I forgot about something else we had going on this evening. We're still doing it though, just to see, just a little bit every day. That's what my That's what my Gentle Freezer Cooking Challenge with my membership group has been. Included in this, I'm going to give you a peek at some of those meals too, but again, it's going to take me some time. Okay, friends, so I'm gonna get my hands rinsed off here. I did go ahead and shove some of those veggies into the mix. And who knows how much amount, dumped them in there. Totally eyeballed it. I also added, my recipe says for 4 cups of old-fashioned oats. One of the big canisters of old-fashioned oats there is 5 1/4 cups. And I just judged the wetness and I thought, we'll just take a chance. I just added it all in. It looks good to me though. I think it's gonna all work out fine. Got a nice little chicken bowl here. And so I'm gonna push just a little more. And I think I'm gonna put some parchment paper and get some of these flash freezing. And we'll see if I can pick away at dealing with them. Build my tower here. Here are these things. Go up there. So let me get a pan. And I'm just going to make some patties with them. Pretty good, pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, Naomi's working on another project right now, so I'm gonna have my oldest son at home, Zion, come on in, and I'm gonna have him take out trays of these to get them flash freezing. And I do, like all things, tend to make the patties bigger. This could probably be 4 patties here that I'm looking at. It's 2, but I joke, I'm broken, and this is how I do things, so haha. Zion, I'm gonna do pans of tuna cakes on parchment paper. I don't have one ready yet, I'm just telling you what's coming. And Zion's used to my jumping around. Anyway, we're gonna put these in the freezers to flash freeze. So you can probably put 1 in that small freezer and then see where you can find some spaces to put some other pans. We'll do these 2 first, and then you can eyeball for me. Just eyeball things for me, and I'll see how many pans I'm gonna do this evening. I'm gonna do 1 more pan. This is my 3rd one. We'll get these flash freezing, and then again, I say about an hour or so. There's definitely times I've forgotten about things or just haven't been able to get to them, and it might be a day until I get to them and like actually get them in their baggies. We'll see. My perfect plan is that at some point tonight, we'll bag up these and get 3 more pans, flash freezing, and go from there. Could be that I'm doing this tomorrow in a different hat. We shall see. And then what's left of the mix, I will pack up and it'll go in my outside old house refrigerator until I get back to it. And then spice-wise, I didn't have any rosemary. I added some basil and some thyme, and then salt and pepper. And that's what I ended up grabbing spice-wise. Again, these are like Stewart size tuna cakes, I tell you. The size of my hand. Okay. Let's see, maybe I can, this pan might be a little bigger than the other 2 I was using. Only got 9 on those. Let's see. I'll put 12 on here. So just know, if you make sensible patties here, I'll do the math on how many big super mega ones I'm getting. You should be able to get twice as much if you make sensible patties. But we don't do that here. I'm going to try to do a few more kind of on their side. And then this would actually use up all that mix. So close. See here, that's a sensible patty amount. This is, see, sensible patty, what you will do. Stewart size patty, what I will do. There is a difference. I'll try to do 2 sensible patties here to end this up. This one is really cute. Okay, I can't stand it. I think I'm going to take this and add it to my sensible patty. Makes more sense, doesn't it? All right, so in this pan, 16, I got 17 on this pan. Good job. We used a sensible bowl too, so there we go. There's the last 17, the 3rd pan of these super mega large family style tuna cakes that are going to go in the freezer. We will bag them up later, but we don't have to fool with tuna anymore. Yay. We accomplished getting, yay, those 9 slow cooker meatloaves for the freezer, all made into loaves and in the freezer. And then we accomplished getting the 120 ounces of tuna made into super mega tuna cakes. And those are freezing right now, maybe later. We will, you have to remember, I am the same lady who shared a picture on Instagram. I put my book on my head like this the other day, and then like after a few minutes, I couldn't find where I put my book. We'll explain this in a minute. If I'm able to, I will pull those tuna cakes out tonight and put them in some labeled Ziploc bags, labeled and officially in the freezer for another time. And so tomorrow, we still have, say it with me, tuna cakes, no, not tuna cakes, salmon cakes, crab cakes, those desserts I keep talking about, and some kind of veggie prep. I want to do more chopping. I'm still recovering from all the chopping I did last night. And then I need to do the day 4, 5, and 6 for my membership Gentle Freezer Cooking Challenge. For them, the videos come out different days, but for me, I'm hoping to get those 3 topics done pretty quickly. But then again, it might take me over a couple days and evenings too. And for that, again, we're doing French toast sticks, a couple like throw and go beef slow cooker meals that really don't need a lot of prep. It's like put the meat in the bag, put the peppers in the bag, very little. Okay, we can do that. And I feel like there's one more thing. Protein bites. It's going to come together, though. A little bit every day. Yay. So the story with the book on my head is that, and I do this often, if I'm reading to the kids or if I'm sitting here reading my own stack, if I have little kids who come to me and need things, yes, I could just set my book down. Sometimes I drop it. Sometimes a younger child helps me find my page and all. So if it's not like my big Jane Austen collection, if it's a smaller paperback, sometimes I've been known to just, listen to the child, help the situation, and then I can go back to reading. So anyway, thanks for listening. That's how that happens. All right, folks, it's day 3, and look at that. You're looking at cowgirl boots. We had a whole cowgirl party shindig last night. You can check over on my Instagram for pictures. And now, look at this. It's like a cameraman for the news. Ha, ha, ha. Taking it down. We got all those tuna cakes. They have been, look, we've got talking hand action here. And I've got bread and other things. So day 3 things, right? The tuna cakes. There we go. They've been freezing for about 24 hours. So we're going to put them in bags, label the bags, put them in, get them back in the freezer. Those are done. Then, plan for today, but every day I stand before you. I stand before you with these plans. It's like a daily prayer, right? Here it is, Lord. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully it all works out in the end. That's how my freezer cooking goes. So, I think I'm going to do my day 3 for my freezer cooking challenge that I'm leading with my large family table community folks, where we're going to do protein bites, and then I'm going to do my French toast sticks, and then I've had my hamburger in my refrigerator for 2 days, and I've got these beef roast. We're going to do some hearty hamburger patties for the freezer, and then I got a few Italian beef roast meals we're going to bag. When I'm done with that, I will reassess all the things in life and I will either go for finishing up the rest of those patties. I will go for finishing up the rest of the patties, which is the salmon cakes and crab cakes, right? And then I've already, look at this, already sensible. I already have a day 4 plan where tomorrow I'm going to do those 2 cakes that you're tired of hearing about. It's actually going to be like 6 cakes, but that's okay. I'm going to do those, the egg salad and the veggie prep. So my 1 evening plan has turned into a 4 afternoon plan, but that's okay because that's how we roll. We'll get stuff done. So let me label these. Okay, so then here is our stack of the tuna cakes for the freezer. These are going to go back out to the freezer now until we need them. Okay, so it's been an evening, and there was also a nap involved, haha. Here I made 4 bags of Texas Toast French toast sticks. I also made 3 different kinds of peanut butter protein bites. Those are in the freezer, flash freezing. And I took a nap in the middle of all this, and I'm actually going to go to bed now, like officially official. I'm going to set a bag of French toast sticks in the refrigerator for tomorrow, and the rest will be going in the freezer for days to come. But that way, breakfast is done for in the morning. So happy day 4. The list is getting smaller, doing stuff. Sun is still shining out today. Well, I mean, the sun's not shining. It's gray, and we're under a snow advisory, but our snow has turned to rain. Just showing it's earlier in the day. Maybe, since I started a little earlier, I'll get a little farther. Maybe that just means I'll run out of steam a little sooner. We shall see. Also yesterday, I did 3 different variations of the protein bites. Got those in the freezer to flash freeze. They don't have to freeze overnight separately, but again, it's when I can get back to them. So now at 3:45 in the afternoon, it's been 16 hours or so. Now I'm going to get them in the bags, and they will stay in the freezer until we need them. So here they are. These are all the chocolate chip and raisin protein bites. And then we have, starting here and here, these are the cocoa protein bites. So these have the unsweetened cocoa powder and the chocolate chips in them. And then the rest of these are the cranberry coconut protein bites. These all have the base recipe. And then there's just a few variations at the end I change out to make them different flavors. So to finally get to this egg salad that I've talked about, I've got 2.5 dozen eggs in here. Very, very sensible. That is what I'm being right now. I figured I would also, this is what I'm feeling now, earlier in the afternoon, right? But I'd also like to make some deviled eggs. So it's just going to be probably 2 lunches or so worth of egg salad for us and some deviled eggs. And we'll get down to the nitty gritty on the numbers of those later. Okay, so in my multitasking, also making sure we have dinner tonight, and hey, dinner's at a halfway decent time. I've got 2 5-pound bags of golden potatoes, and so I've been rinsing these off, and I'm going to pierce them and get those baking in the oven. Also, the 2.5 dozen eggs that I was boiling earlier, those are done. Protein bites are in the freezer. So now I've got some easy beef freezer meals that I'm doing. And we will finally get back to these poor, planned for, and lonely salmon cakes and crab cakes I've been talking about all week. Happy Friday. So it's day 5. Pinky's up, right? So it's Friday. I'm in the office chair. I'm being haved. I listen to Travis. This chair is slightly more comfortable than the wooden chairs for me. But there gets a point where, no chair is comfortable. So yesterday, full of hope in the afternoon as well, I finished dozens of those peanut butter protein bites. I got them bagged, labeled it in the freezer. I also, what else did I do? There was more. It was about 4 dozen or so of these hearty hamburger patties. And then I did 4 of just one of Travis and I's favorite. We're like, we don't care. This is our favorite. It's Italian beef roast. It's just fantastic. And you can do it in the slow cooker. You can do it in the Instant Pot. And in the Gentle Freezer Cooking Challenge that I'm leading with my group, the Gentle Freezer Cooking Challenge pack called for 2. So I just went ahead and made 4 because I had enough roast that I was able to get a hold of. And we just love that meal. So super easy meals for coming up. So by the time I got done with that, I'm still looking at this salmon. I'm still looking at this crab meat. and I was getting that, knife in the back pain feeling, and I thought, I don't have to, and not kidney pain. Okay, I know y'all praying, and I'm healed from the kidney infection, okay? If there's a shadow on me, it's those birthday party cowgirl boot streamers. We still haven't taken it down. Anyway, I got those things done and prepped, and then I just laid down. And the baked potatoes that I made, I was serving them with salmon cakes. You see this is how I operate in all of life, okay? I make these plans, we're looking good, and we readjust every day. Every day I'm readjusting something. So this has been my documentation of gentle freezer cooking and readjusting throughout the week. So anyway, last evening, by the time, because it was evening by that point, I was not doing the salmon cakes because my back was feeling interesting. But we had the potatoes made that I was going to serve with the salmon cakes. So I just actually, I didn't even do it. I got folks. I had my folks put the potatoes on the table and some sour cream and some butter and some shredded cheese. Pass around the jug of milk or the apple juice. I laid on the couch. That was their dinner last night. Yeah. So today, yet again, I'm hopeful. The hearty burgers that I made last night that I put on trays to flash freeze, I bagged those up and I finished that video. Yay. And so now I'm looking at my list. Let's see here. I can cross out that I got those burgers done. Oh, and yesterday with the deviled eggs, I had another happy helper while I was resting on the couch. A lot of you encourage me to listen to my body and to rest, put my feet up. I do that. I do that every day. When I need to, I do that. And a lot of you encourage me to get help. Oh, I have my helpers a-going. So all that to say, I had someone in the family peel those eggs and get them in the refrigerator and get them covered for the egg salad and the deviled eggs. So now I'm looking at, and when you see these dishes, these are just today's dishes. Yesterday's dishes were done and washed and put away, and now it's about 4:15 in the afternoon, and this is just what's gathered up since breakfast. And I still have some kiddos. I got about 3 still finishing up schoolwork. I have a couple out for a run. Travis is doing some other things in the other room with some kiddos. So we've got folks everywhere. Now, I could have someone do these dishes, but I can do it quicker. I can have them all done in like 10 minutes in the dishwasher and us be rolling. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't got time to play. I don't know about you. You got some days, hold on, I'm stirring. This is that Boost juice, which I love, but it needs stirred every so often. And I just felt right then at that moment I needed to stir it. So I'm hopeful. I'm so hopeful. Thank you for listening to me talk my plan out. So I'm thinking I'm going to get this dishwasher loaded. And then, because #priorities, #chocolate cake, still leaving these cans of stuff here, then I think I'm going to go ahead and mix up finally my triple batch of the Trim Healthy Mama Trimtastic Cake, and hopefully the carrot cake too. I think I'm going to do most of those in cupcake form. And then my hopes and dreams are to move on to the salmon cakes and crab cakes. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go. And I still have egg salad, deviled eggs, and then veggie prep. And I was looking at veggies in my refrigerators today. I definitely have things that need like peeled and washed and sliced and diced and all of that. So we'll see how far I go on that. Even if I do that tomorrow, I promise day 5. This is it. I'm throwing in the towel on this video. You've been super patient. You've made it to day 5. Yay. I will spare you whatever else I don't get done today. We shall see. It could be everything. I could do a dozen cupcakes and just be done. So this is 3rd trimester freezer cooking attempts. Yay. So, as I said, we got the laundry done, we got the dishes going. I had the reality check of I'm out of eggs. I mean, almost. I've got a little bit here in these 2 bowls. I forget what I counted. I had like 16 or so. But I wanted to do triple of both of those cake recipes. And the almighty salmon cakes and crab cakes you've heard about for 5 days. And the salmon cakes take a dozen eggs. And I haven't done the math yet on the crab cakes, but I would think they would take at least 6 to a dozen, somewhere in there. So I have to choose, basically is what I'm saying now, because I've got about an hour and 10 minutes left at this cooking time. And that's it, we're done. So, you know, there's, I got it. It's like, who's gonna live? Life or death? Is it the cakes or the salmon cakes? So because I have prepped and done a lot with meat this week, we did, I almost said 15 dozen, it might as well have been. We did that 25 pounds of meatloaf, and we've got 9 slow cooker meatloaves for the freezer, in the freezer, and I had one for dinner already. We served one for dinner. We did several dozen of the tuna cakes. I did several dozen hearty hamburger patties. I did 4 Italian peppered roast that are slow cooker freezer meals or instant pot freezer meals. I did a bunch of those peanut butter protein bites, and I did 4 loaves of French toast sticks. I, of course, boiled those eggs yesterday, thinking I was doing egg salad and deviled eggs. So, oh boy, are we getting egg salad and deviled eggs still done, because that's been messing me up on my patties here. But man, I'm frustrated over these silly salmon cakes. So, I have enough eggs to continue with my cake plans. That's what we're doing, and it'll all be okay. So the first cake that I'm doing, this is it's the Trimtastic Cake. This is the book, the Trim Healthy Starter book. I have all of the THM books. So I would suggest you get their books and get the wonderful cake recipes. You can also Google online. I couldn't find it on their site to link you to, but I know it's in their books. And then this is that new book again, and there's ours carrot cake, and that's the carrot cake we're doing. And I'm going to be happy in my heart with these cakes, but I'm just telling you, it's like, you can plan so much, and then you boil eggs for egg salad, think you're doing something, and I self-sabotaged my salmon cakes. Okay. So anyway, for this Trimtastic cake, you can use, I'm doing it 3.5 times the recipe. So it would call for 1 medium zucchini. So of course you need about 3.5 medium zucchinis, or 1 cup of canned pumpkin. And I have a 29-ounce can, so that's what I'm using. And I'm just gonna dump all this in the bowl. Okay. Frustrated about salmon cakes, pregnant mama over here. It will be okay, Jammer. Okay, friends, so I just dug out my silicone little muffin pans. I got 2 here. Then I have a metal one. And I should have 12 of these. Just gonna throw those in there. I still spray them with nonstick spray because I have it, so why not? Hopefully I have enough of those to go around. These are really popular at my house. And they disappear. Well, I know I got one in the dishwasher. I have some square ones. Let's see. Let's put a square. A triangle one. Why not? Okay. We'll just make it work. Okay, so these cupcakes don't take very long. Versus a cake pan, I think in their book here it says, yeah, the muffins take about 15-20 minutes, and they might need a few more minutes. You just have to eyeball them at the end. I added a cup of sugar-free chocolate chips also, which their recipe says you can use. They sell trim healthy chocolate chips or chopped nuts. So I did not have their brand of chocolate chips, but that's okay. I do have a lot of their other products. And I'm gonna also make their chocolate icing recipe, which is fantabulous. And they're on my super classy pizza pans. I don't even have my oven preheated. Let's see here, 350, okay. Tell you, my salmon cake disappointment's just throwing me for a loop this evening. So there we go. This is the icing made for it. Super yummy. So I'm gonna ice these. I just ate one. Totally did it. I didn't mind. You won't mind. But I'm going to set these out. They are beautiful. And then we will ice them. When I did these the other week, had some for a snack. Another day, had some for breakfast. I appreciate these Trimtastic cupcakes. Again, you can make them in a 9x13 pan. Last time I think I did 2 dozen and a smaller loaf pan full. But I do think, of course, hashtag you're not surprised, I am losing my steam. My expectations are always so good. Yes, when I go on a trip, you know, I'll take a big book with me. Might not even get to it at all, but I'm forever hopeful. Yes, I am. So we got this done. We're gonna get these iced up. Maybe I will do a 6th day. You think? Stay tuned, we shall see. Thanks again to ctcmath.com/LFT for sponsoring today's video. Head to ctcmath.com/LFT to get 50% off on this fantastic homeschool math curriculum.